Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to see something interesting. We're going to see how blockchains are created. So if you are hearing a lot of things about crypto and you're wondering how they work as a programmer, you're come to the right video. It is not going to teach you how to make an industry grade like blockchain, but it is going to teach you the concept. So if the code is confusing to you, I'll just show it one by one. So I've created a folder and created a blockchain.js. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to install it again, but this is what you need to install. I can maybe run it once more. So run this because it is a hashing program. You can by the way use other hashing programs also, so it is completely independent of the concept of blockchain. Hash can be created with multiple libraries, multiple programs. In fact, in different languages, obviously this will not be available there. They use different hashing algorithms, so this is independent. Anyway, let's start. So first of all, we'll import this. Okay, let me just delete it. So once you import it, we'll have this create hash that will come from here, and this will be used to create the hash. For example, we're using here. Okay, but before that, let us just set the hash. In fact, I can like copy the whole code. It's not much explaining. Okay, so first of all, what we're doing is we're just initializing the hash that is 0, because the first hash has to be something, right? It cannot be empty. Second is, and in this part, simplified list, this part we're just calling the create block method, which is this method. Okay, now let's break down this method. Let me zoom in a little bit. So if you see here, the first thing in the method is the parameters are transaction and the previous hash. Okay, so transaction is something like A is sending money to B or A is sending money to C, like this. Okay, I'm just representing it with a string, but it will obviously be some kind of sender's ID, that is A, and receiver's ID will be B. Okay, so but for simplification this can be taken here. Okay, and I'm creating a block which is just an object, so nothing fancy, just an object. In all languages it will simply be an object or some kind of like field and key value pair. Okay, it might not be when it be a key value pair, it might be just a long string also, and it can be multiple implication. Ultimately it is a very simple thing that just stores the transaction IDs and like previous hash. Then we're going to use this create hash that we imported here and put the block inside it. So once you put the block inside it will generate a hash for that block. Now hash is unique for a particular block. Until the block is changed, each time the hash generated will be same. This is actually used in banks and all for identifying whether some modification has been done in the transaction list or ledger. Okay, so this is the hash that is generated. Now this hash is the external function, not inside the method. So this external variable will be updated. Okay, so we're logging the hash just for our understanding, and the reason we are updating it externally is because we need to use it the next time also, right? Okay, so that's why it needs to be external. Okay, so when I run this like node blockchain.js, so how many times will it print? 2 times, because we are calling the method twice. What will it print? It will just print the hash, it will not print the transaction ID or anything. Now for this transaction, what we are passing, this is what we are passing for transaction, and for this previous hash, what we are passing hash is for the first time it will be 0, and for the second time it will be the generated hash from the first transaction. Okay, so will the print from this both lines be different? Yes, the print from both lines will be different because the hash has changed, number one, and second, the transaction that string is also changed. Okay, so let's just run it for better understanding. You can see 2 hashes are generated. First is this one and second is this one. Okay, now, okay, you know what, let me show you one thing before I to simplify it. I'm not printing 2. Let me just show you first how it works. Okay, so first we're generating this. See, the hash will remain same until I change the part of the string or anything is changed. It will remain same, but now I'm changing it, now it will be different. Okay, see, it has changed completely. Okay, even the smallest change can change it completely. If we bring back the change, then again it will show the same hash. This one is same as this one. Okay, and now if we create a second one, obviously nothing much will change, it will just print two hashes. Okay, but things get interesting when we change this again. Okay, now if we change this, we know that first one will change, but will the second one change? Yes, the second one will also change, because the second hash is also dependent on the this create hash. Second hash is dependent on the previous hash. Okay, so this will also change. Let us see how it changes. Now after modification of the first line, only first line one letter were modified, but even then second hash also changed. Okay, the first hash is obviously changed, but the second hash is also changed. So this is one of the security feature of blockchain, where even if one ledger in the big chain of blockchain, even if one block is modified, it will break the continuity between blocks. Okay, so that way other systems can know that some modification has been done in the blockchain. So it is a security feature. Okay, now this is the basic understanding. I think nothing more to explain here. I'll just run it again to show you that it is same. Like every time you run it, it will create the same hash. That way it will like different systems can understand the transaction is valid or not. Okay, I'm comparing the hash. Now if you bring back the y, if you bring back the y, it will again go back to the first is, I guess this one was the first 6-1. Yeah, it went back to the first hash again, 7-1 and 6-1, 7-1 and 6-1. So this is the basic understanding of blockchain. I plan to like make it the central, like not central, like the main blog for blockchain. I'll add a little more complicated things that are required in blockchain and create a new video for it. Until then, this is all I wanted to present. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, just do the like, subscribe, and sharing thing. Share it with your friends, with your family, with your younger brothers and sisters, so that they can have an early knowledge of this technology, because in the future it will be used widely. Until then, goodbye, take care, and I'll be back with the next video. Goodbye.